Next one. So this is, I'm kind of gonna attach a question to this one, because somebody was kind of complaining to me on here. So I had a comment from seems like a mom, because her name is Hockey Mom 37. And this was the comment. Said some coaches just don't like kids no matter what, and they'll never play them, and they never talk to them or show them anything. They're not going to get played all year and stuck because they signed the card, so they lost their entire year because of the coach. So this isn't a question. This is just a comment, and I'm making a question out of this.
Okay.
So, because this is the I got screwed attitude, right?
Yeah.
This is the I got screwed attitude.
Yeah.
So, regardless of what your situation is, I'm going to frame the question to you this way is, let's give this person the benefit of the doubt. What if your coach doesn't like you? Okay. Yeah. That's the question I'm going to pull out of this. So what do you do if you're this person and this is what you think, like, I'm going to lose the whole year. I'm stuck because I signed, my coach sucks, blah, blah, blah. We'll play both sides of it, but let's start with assume that that's right. And your coach just doesn't like you. What do you do?
Well, why doesn't he like me?
Yeah.
There's a reason. So I might want to figure out what it is that he doesn't like about me. So if I walk in there and I'm a jackass or I'm a kid that's just annoying, because there's that. You might like a kid's hockey ability at first, and then the kid just wears you out because it's like everything he does, he just gnaws on you. There are those every now and then. We know a couple.
Yep.
Not even customers. One used to be. And it's like everything they do, they're driving nuts. So that's one thing. So again, it goes back to earlier in this thing. So take ownership of your life, man. If someone doesn't like you, there's a reason. Is it your hockey? Figure it out. Ask a question. Go to the coach and say, I feel like you don't like me. These are the things you can do. I don't know too many coaches that just hate a kid or kids and don't want anything to do and don't want to make it better. I don't see it.
No.
You know what I mean? Especially a kid that comes up to you in a decent demeanor and says, Coach, I just feel like you don't like me. And he'll probably tell you, no, I like you. Or he'll say, yeah, I don't like you because you're a pain in my ass. Or you suck at hockey, and he'll sell you something.
Yeah. So
that's my answer. I don't really have a whole lot more to say.
Yeah. So let's flip this to the parents now, right?
Yeah.
Because if this is mom leaving this comment. So now if you're mom or dad and you think that, give a couple words for the parents, if that's the perspective that you have as mom and dad, what do you do as mom and dad now?
If I have that?
If you think that your kid is in that situation
if I think my son
is in that situation where coach doesn't like my kid and he's not giving me the opportunity.
It's going to depend on how old the kid is, I think.
Either way, whatever.
Okay, well, number one, I go back and take ownership. What are you doing wrong to make this guy hate you? That's my number one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would talk to my kid. I wouldn't blame the world. I don't know if I'm missing the point, but it's if he's really young, then I would go up to the coach and go, is there something that my kid, I mean, talking about young, is there something my kid does? Because it just seems like you don't like him at all. And then the guy might say something, might not, but I would take that ownership if I had to. But I would take ownership with my kids. Like, well, maybe I'll point out a thing or two. Maybe you come in and when he's talking to you, you're looking somewhere else, or you're not trying hard. Your effort's low. I'd find the first place I'd look is with me and my son.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I would maybe, I'd tell my son to go talk to the coach, or if he was too young to do that, I would do it. I don't know if I have another answer.
No, yeah, that's fine, man. Because I just want to put a staple in that the woe is me thing, right?
Yeah, and it drives me bananas. And I'm sorry if I offend anybody that listens to this, but I can't stand it when it's always someone else's fault. I hate it. Yeah. Like this politics in hockey. Yeah, there's some politics in hockey, but when you're one of the better players, the politics leave. So if the coach doesn't like it and always got screwed, he didn't get drafted because of this, he didn't get the ice because of this, it's always someone else's fault, then you're in for a long freaking life. This game is way too hard for that.
Yeah.
You better be able to eat some shit.
So
figure out how to solve problems.